Global Impact Ministries, or GIMI, is God's supply line to the front lines. When a missionary leaves this country and is sent out to the foreign field, he can't just go alone. He needs all kinds of logistical support. And most of the time in our age, he lands in a third world country, which means he lands among a people who need not only to be shared the love of Christ, they need to be shown the love of Christ. Scripture speaks real pointedly and strongly about if a man is naked and destitute of clothing and daily food, and you just tell him to be warmed and filled, what good is that when you've got it within your means to help meet those needs? We don't want to see missionaries that are only telling the message but not showing the message. And Global Impact is part of God's arm to do that. Whether we're talking about disaster relief because of a hurricane or a tornado or a flood, or we're talking about long-term conditions where there's no safe drinking water, where there's no food. I've been in countries where we go down the street in trucks and we have sacks of beans and rice, and people are literally chasing the truck, hoping to get a bean that might spill out of the tailgate. And to me and you, friend, that's a shame. When we have so much and God has so much, we've got to do something about that. And just like that frontline soldier, it takes a team of people to be able to make him efficient, make him be able to get the job done. And so GIMI is God's way of doing that. We connect the points between where we have plenty and where that needs to get to. What makes Global Impact Ministries as unique is its ability to get things shipped from the United States to the missionary on the foreign field. We're the supply line to those on the front line. And we do that in an incredible way. God has given us favor. And we have the unique paperwork to be able to ship things through the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. Navy. If they have room on their planes or their ships and are going to somewhere in a foreign nation, we're able to get it on there for free. And so we can connect the seed to the sower. We can connect ammunition to the one on the front lines. And that's how you win a battle, my friends. That's how you get the job done. So people ask me all the time how they can help. They feel moved, but they need to be moved to action. It's not enough to just be moved. So there are several ways you can help us. Number one, we need committed prayer partners. We need people that will not only take our prayer card, but do more than put it on a refrigerator. Sign up for our email letters, get on our mailing list. And when you hear from those needs, do something about them right then in prayer. Go to your knees and ask God to help meet those needs right now at a critical time. Not only number one, prayer, but number two, we need financial support. We started this in June, my wife and I, and we need your help now. We need committed people monthly, not only for ourselves, but for GIMI. We've got startup costs, we need equipment, we need office space, we need to be able to help others to be involved. It costs money to do everything. It's not cheap to get the gospel there, but the cost of not getting it there efficiently is greater than anything that we could pay. And so we need not only number one, prayer, and number two, financial support, but number three, we need hands and feet to get involved. We need volunteers. We need everything from people helping to pack shipments and get stuff ready to go. We need area representatives that will go to businesses and Christian leaders and churches in your area and ask for help. We need area representatives not only in your area, we need project managers that might take on a country or a city in another nation. Maybe a missionary's out of your church and they're in Haiti, or they're in the Dominican Republic, or they're in Central America. You can contact them and see what their needs are, and you can spearhead a project to get the gospel moving forward in their area. And Global Impact can help you make that happen. There's a way to get involved. Do more than be moved emotionally, be moved physically. Let's do this together. In the past 25 years, my wife and I have been involved in missions both here and around the world. We started off by helping to lead a mission board in Alabama, and we led that to more than 70 families all over the globe. When we were doing that, we also started a ministry in Central America called Reaching Central America. After that, we went to Milford, Ohio, and started a missionary training college where people would be launched out of that place all over the world to spread the gospel. From there, we planted a church in Southwest Ohio, and we recently resigned that church, and we are moving forward. Myself as the director, and my wife handling Secretary and Treasury part of Global Impact. God has been training us and making us for this moment. My wife knows how to deal with all the logistical issues, dealing with not only our government, but with foreign governments, dealing with missionary support, project issues, and other things. Myself, I've been directing all of these ministries from the day one, spearheading them to grow them and see God use them all over the globe. You know, one thing about God is He doesn't think as we think. The scripture says, as high as the heavens are above the earth are His thoughts and ways above our thoughts and ways. About 3 years ago, when we were in the middle of ministry and doing all kind of things and seeing Him do incredible things, God took away my eyesight. I went from having 20/15 vision on a Thursday to having really little sight in both eyes in a short period of time. And during that time, God put me in a place where I had to look to Him. I had to begin to get laser focused, not on being busy, but on He Himself and on what He wanted, not only where I was, but around the world. God has used the last 3 years to define in a pinpoint way with laser focus what He wants us to do. And Global Impact Ministries is the answer to these prayers. We believe Global Impact is going to be the culmination of this 25 years of experience. We believe God's going to use it to spearhead the gospel into the hard places that we haven't been. We've been to the easiest places in 2017. It's time to move forward, tearing down the strongholds that are still out there. Will you be a part?